And so everything you say, people will be able to hear.
Okay, so we have to stop cursing.
It's technically the pre-show.
Okay, we can do the pre-show.
All right, now we have to see who accepts the stream.
Okay.
Let's play this fun game now. No, seriously, it's a fun game of...
Twitch has accepted the stream.
There we go. We got Twitch.
YouTube has accepted the stream. And Facebook has accepted the stream.
Wonderful.
Want the link?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Send Skye the link, and then just send me the 3 links at the end of the show.
Because I'm going to put it on our post right now.
Because I normally just share when we're active too. So.
Right. I want, there's some people that I would love to, if they would like to come in and be part of it, that they're welcome to.
I'm going to send you the link on Messenger, okay?
Perfect.
Mick?
Yes. Oh, yes. And then Mick will share it to me. I think we're still friends anyway on Facebook.
You want me to add you when I send it?
Sure.
Okay.
I think I'm still friends with you on Facebook.
I don't
so
know
you should
who
be
the
able
hell.
to.
I got to figure out who that is. I can't send them a message yet.
You can see who's following or watching.
Yeah, I'll know.
Okay.
Oh, what did I say, Richard?
I just sent you the link.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But what did I say that I didn't want on to come up?
Your friend.
I just shared the feed with you on your Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay. So how do I get the link to?
Hang on, I'm
You
trying
want me to
to.
send it to
Instagram.
Skye now? I'll send it to Skye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get all of these. I hate when I.
Okay,
Sure.
Skye, get ready.
Okay. Thank you.
Sent.
Okay. Yep, got it.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
we're ready to go. Let me get rid of the closed captioning because I can't stand that crap. Do this while
Copy.
we're.
Because then I'll share it right into our comments on Instagram.
Do this while we're.
Because then I'll share it right into our comment.
There we go. Closed captioning,
then-
shut off.
Get that on.
And so we're not actually on the air until the
It says
timer
live.
counts down. Yeah, we're live,
Okay.
but we're not live until
Okay.
we hit the 5. We hit
I
the.
never heard it put that way before. We're live, but
We're live, but we're not. Yeah, you caught
not-
that too. It's
we're
fine.
not live.
That's fine.
Mick
It's
has a way
something
with words.
like- that's why we're all here.
I think that's one of the reasons I got discharged from PRC. Because my wording.
Remember the 9/11? A little kid, her father was a newscaster. And he was at home when 9/11 happened. And the little kid looked at the father, and she was looking at the TV, and she said, "Dad, is this real the way real things on TV are real?"
Oh, jeez. Right. Yeah. We're not live, but we're live.
I have a new way. I have a way with comedy in some rooms.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm putting this link
So-
on everything so that people can
Yeah.
watch
This is great. You're spreading the word.
it. I appreciate all that you do with this. I mean, this is not my first time here.
If you look behind you, tell me if that set of headphones works. Look, there you go. This way, if somebody calls in,
Wait,
you'll
does
be
it
able to
say-
hear them.
Nick's World?
Yeah, that's Nick's
Can
World.
you hear it?
Hi, Kelly.
No? Yes, okay. You can keep it on.
That's my girlfriend.
Hi, Kelly.
Are you ready to go on the air, Mick?
Yeah.
Okay, when this is on the air, you're on the air.
Can we move the camera up and up? It's okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mixed World with my special guest, Skye Lipton from Silver Linings for Pitbull's Dog Rescue. It has been a while since I was able to get this lady on my show because she's always too busy with her rescue and her job.
Oh, I am. I'm busy.
But-
I stay busy, but I appreciate you, longtime friend, and I'm glad to be able to be back on.
Yep, I'm glad. The comments from Nick's World is he's coming through Facebook or
Okay.
one of the two.
Hi.
But
I'm hoping to have a lot of people tune in and join in and catch up with us because we've not had much of a chance to catch up in the last few years.
Tell us what you've been up to.
I don't know where to start. Gosh, the last time I was
Besides
here,
taking over the world.
No, we don't try to do that. We know better. Trust me, this is hard enough to run. We are still going strong as a rescue, which is wonderful. Taking on new projects to fundraise, doing what we can to help the ones that we said yes to. And the rescue world is really in a state of shambles right now, overwhelmed and overrun with people trying to save dogs and trying to save everything. We know we can't save the world, so we try to just do right by the ones we can. That being said, we'll get into a little of the events that are coming up and all of that good stuff. So let me catch up on you a little bit. How's things?
We're not even going to go into the clusterfuck I've been dealing with.
I know some of it, so...
But hang on, we'll do this real quick. If anybody wants to call in, the number is 716-400-0738. Willing to answer questions, and you can get more information. But no, I had my total knee replacement in at the end of in December. But mostly just been vegetating, and I think I'm going to make this joke because it's the truth. I think I need an intervention
From
cameras.
Oh, is it getting worse?
It's getting worse.
I think I know somebody else that might need an intervention with cameras. I might have to get the two of you.
Well, what the hell was
Yeah,
that? Was
right.
Your phone.
That was my phone. And that was, I mean, I'll just tell things as they come through. That was one of my fosters in Oklahoma telling us that some of the fosters that she has need deworming again. Which deworming is done every 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, but
7 to 14 days.
But you figure down in Oklahoma, in the southern parts of the United States, are big infestations of
everything.
Yeah.
But in general, these are puppies, and puppies do need regular deworming. So she was just letting us know so that we know what has been done for our dogs. And then when they come here, because these guys are traveling next week, then we'll know what schedule they're on to keep them being dewormed when they get
I'm
here.
just thinking about that trip from Oklahoma because they just put a post up that there's a blizzard warning between Houston, Texas, I think it is, and New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
Along that way, and all of that area in the southern part is catching a cold snap.
They had that, Arctic blast go through recently, which was horrifying.
Which was funny because they showed videos. They showed videos of New Orleans and Florida. One day there's a whole crap ton of snow. The next day, nothing.
Right. Well, we have that too. I mean, it was raining this morning and it's snowing blizzard conditions out there right now. So we're used to it in Buffalo. The difference is in other parts of the country, they're not. They're not prepared with trucks and salt and anything that can get them to where they need to go if they need to leave their homes during that time. And a lot of animals down south are not in houses. They don't necessarily.
No, they don't like.
They don't treat them the
they
same
don't
way
like to
we
keep.
do.
They don't like to keep them housed. I'm gonna put it that way. I live down there, so yeah.
Yeah. I'm very thankful that we can help the ones we can. Actually, during that Arctic blast the last time, 4 of the puppies that are going to be traveling next week, they were found. And unfortunately, there was a litter of 7, and the others were not found in time. So they don't have provisions down there like we do in Buffalo. We expect it to snow. We expect it to be cold. It's just the way it is. So
what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, but like I said, I had that scenario with the PRRC, and I'm not gonna knock the facility because
I just feel that it's unfortunate that they were helping and you had a place that was helping, and because of
there's-
protocols or
there's-
whatever, they're not helping.
there's
That's
a
not
lot-
helping veterans. It's
There's
just
a
not.
lot of things going on that are not kosher, but we've also I got a really good rec therapist though.
Good. And that's important because especially having a group that you like that was helping you and no longer being able to be part of it.
He convinced me to come and freeze my butt off on Sundays at the Buffalo Curling Club.
You could
doing
have come and
photos.
freezed your butt off on Sundays with us at the stadium, sir.
Yeah, but that's a long drive out to Orchard
We,
Park.
we all carpool. It's totally fine. You could have done that. He did it.
maybe next year I'll think about it.
That would be great. Honestly, we need help. I will put this plea out there to everybody listening and anybody listening. We are a volunteer, non-for-profit rescue. We need help in every way possible, from social media to events to event planning to organizing, not just hands-on with the dogs. We work at the stadium and need people to help with that. We have a consignment store and need help with that. So if anybody's interested in really helping an organization and they don't feel that they have time or can make commitments that some require, we don't require any of that. We require that you want to help. And I've always considered Mick a big part of our rescue. He's just been wonderful to us over the years.
It's one of those that hey, you want to come shoot pictures of the dogs? I'm like, do I want to go out of the house and break out my camera?
That's the question. Do you want to go out of the house? That's a different story.
It's like, do I want to break out my camera and
Yes.
play with it? Yeah.
Yeah, and
But-
we need that. We need all of those things. So those are all.
We've what was I gonna say? Oh
I don't see those comments. Sorry, I only see the
no,
comments on the live
it's
stream.
just it was my friend Rachel texting me, letting me know, or sending me a Facebook message going,
Oh, okay.
because I haven't sent her a link in my show for
Oh,
years,
okay. Yeah,
for months.
I know her. Hi. Is that the one that I know? Raquel?
No, it's
Oh, okay.
Rachel. Oh my
Oh.
God!
We just spoke about you, sir, but I will not put that on air because I never even got a chance to meet you. But Mick will catch you up on that.
I knew he was gonna. He's home too.
Shame on you.
Oh, you should see one of my shows with him.
Well, I mean, I
It's-
never even got to
it's-
meet him, so.
it's chaos. I'm gonna have him on here. My girlfriend does tarot cards.
Yes.
She does tarot card
Mm-hmm.
readings, and I'm gonna have him and her together. But it's actually a very interesting time. When me and him are at conventions, I'm like, we're back and forth having fun. He sells lightsabers too.
We've probably met through cons and stuff like
Yeah,
that. We probably have known do know each other. You don't have to get into it on here. It's not a problem, and I totally understand.
But we for him it's I'll show you. I'll remember to send you some pictures of his setup that we were at. We are going to be at Flower City Comic-Con Mini-Con in Rochester. We're catching up, Rachel.
Many years of me not coming on the show and me avoiding doing this. So we're talking about my rescue, life in general, and all the things that have been going on since we've last been able to do
We
this.
had a blast. I haven't done a Teddy Haynes show in
Well, I do all his
while.
World Ultra shows, and I'm grateful. I do his shows in Batavia. I'm so grateful to him beyond anything that I can tell you. We had an amazing show at Wurlitzer.
He said he did see you Thursday.
yeah,
you came into his orientation.
The day, yeah. I do speak to everybody during orientation. But again, I do separate.
Did you see what he wrote?
Yes, please. Yes, please. I would love for us to keep in touch. When I am here, I am in my rescue world, and everything else is completely secondary. And to anybody listening, we have somebody writing in that is part of the cosplay community, and our paths just intersected through my full-time job, which also takes a lot of my life. But I don't mix the two, and that's why he probably didn't even realize that
When we're
I'm
I would say probably more when it warms up. Not, I don't want to put puppies outside.
Oh yeah, no, agreed.
But we will.
We'll definitely. I would
Yeah.
love to do one of the shows where I'll go over to where we have our store now, and we'll be able to bring puppies there. It's inside, and we can also show off the store
We
a little
can,
bit. So I would love to do that.
We'll set up a date to do a Zoom show.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
But I will make a point of contacting Mark and say, hey, we need to get some of the superheroes to come down.
Yeah, I would love
for photos
to do that.
with the-
That would be
with the
fun. And
dogs.
you've seen the space. We have plenty of room to
I
do.
just thought about something.
Share.
I gotta make sure that it right. But we raise money for charity,
Right. I know.
and if I got to get your information and I'll pass it on to Mark, and then
Well, Mark knows.
when they do like shows,
Yeah.
and if people want to make donations, they'll put the donations towards.
That'd be fantastic. We've been I know them for. That's for his girlfriend to do. And again, we're answering comments that are coming in, so I apologize. We
Most
should be
people
reading
can
the
see-
comments, but
most people
hopefully you
can
can
be
all see
seeing
the
them.
comments live as they're happening.
I'm actually waiting for Kelly to chime in now that Deadpool's on.
So, again, for rescue wise, we have events coming up. I will be in 2 weeks from yesterday, so the 13th. We will be at Fatty Beer in Kenmore. Rachel asked, "Where do I work?" I do separate hats. I do not share my personal work in my
Rachel,
rescue
you've
world.
met her before.
We have probably met.
You've been at a couple events where Skye has been set up. She's the one that does the pillows and
The pillows and car magnets is what I
the
typically sell at
pillows,
events.
car magnets,
We
and other
also
things.
do cons and Fatty Beer events, and pretty much
So-
any place that will have us. But
I read that thing. There's going to be volunteers from Silver Linings tending bar.
me. And anybody else who would like to, but typically when we get there, I go behind the bar because I've done it before. I know how to run their register. I know how to do everything for that. And nobody else really likes to get behind the bar, and I don't mind. I really like it. We will have a basket raffle. We will have adoptable puppies, weather and health permitting
Yeah.
for the puppies.
Like I made I made a comment on For Love of Puppets yesterday, and the whole thing was like when I told Justin I was going to have you on, he's like, well, I got to be at an installation dinner. I'm thinking to myself, really?
I stay in close contact with Justin. His stepson is a huge part of the rescue.
You might want to hook up with my my friend Crystal too.
Okay.
She does like designs T-shirts and then makes them. Like I before the Bills game, I won a giveaway and I didn't even know I was entered.
Hey,
No,
that's the best
seriously,
kind of
'cause
things to win when you don't
she
even
was-
know you're entered.
she was live streaming something and I just happened to see her and I was watching, and then the next thing I know I get this message. Can you want a free T-shirt? Can you be at my house by 4:45? I'm like, sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we do. We have right now. We do have somebody who makes them here. Ginger has started making stuff, but we always want people and creative people, and in all aspects of what we do in the rescue. And a lot of people think it's strictly hands-on with the dogs, and if they can't foster or are not looking to adopt, they can't help, and that's not true in our world. We are different as far as a rescue goes. We do different things and have different interests and bring all of that together in rescue. And I love that. And one of our big things right now is that for the past 4.5 years, we were in the treasure market as a vendor
Yeah, I mean,
in North Tonawanda. And we had a wonderful booth full of some donated things, some procured items, and a ton of amazing antiques and vintage items. And the store was unfortunately closed, and we have moved. and now setting up more of our own location still in Tonawanda and trying to build that too. So we need help there as well. So anything
There's
anybody
been
can
a lot
imagine.
of, Oh, okay. Now I know who that was. I was looking at my my Facebook messages because there was a person's name on it. I didn't know who I was, and then I realized
Okay.
it was somebody I picked something up from recently on
Gotcha.
Marketplace.
And I need help that aspect too, selling. I'm terrible at selling. I'm the first to admit it, and I'm not super.
Well, I do have a light box at my house, so we can
Do pictures.
if you've got a place where I could set up
well,
and
you
just
know where we have.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you
we
know
have
what
so
I'm
much
saying
room to
is
set up anything we need.
I could
there.
set up the light box, do the photos, and
That'd be
then
great.
we could figure out how to post them later.
That'd
Did
be
you
great.
happen to see the post I put up yesterday of the emotional support demon?
I thought it was great, and I'm glad that you actually have that because I know that that your girl is not ready to travel with you. So I'm glad you have something, and I think it's very appropriate that you have an emotional support demon that he took
crap.
to the VA yesterday. So
No, there's a story in
I would
Rachel.
imagine there's a story behind that.
Rachel just messaged me. She was working at her job, the one job that she had, and she was able to, I say, dog whisper a German Shepherd to the point where they could get him taken, and he's still sitting at the rescue in Rochester.
A lot. I mean,
Did
it's
you
a
heard,
really
you
hard
heard
time.
what happened, right? North Tonawanda is no longer their dogs no longer can go to the Niagara County SPCA.
Right. They go to the place in Grand Island, which that's
Now-
who they have the contract
yeah,
with.
now-
Every place is overwhelmed, and I don't.
Everybody's getting shut down.
The problem is that every place is overwhelmed across the board. Shelters, rescues. There's not enough.
Yeah, and they're also changing rules too, which is
Right.
making it hard on some of these shelters.
Yeah.
Somebody got put to work.
Sorry.
But no, there's been a few different things that have been going on. I'm gonna get my, like I should say, I'm gonna get my mental health fixed and taken
Good.
care of. But that's a
That's
whole
the most
different.
important thing.
There's a whole
That's the
different
most
story on
important thing.
that.
So, I mean, that's huge. And so many people get lost because they don't look for help. And I mean this completely sincerely, and I will say this facing you and not the cameras. You know that if you ever need anything, and I know people do not always reach out, people in time of need do not always reach out. You've been there for me many times over.
Yeah, you know,
You can
like,
absolutely say,
here-
"Hey, I just need to talk. I will meet you wherever."
You know,
anytime.
here's the thing, and I won't go into any great detail, but
I don't either. You know.
you know that I had a double tragedy at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
And, you know, they say, well, and, you know, every time I walked out of my counselor's office, every time I walk out of my shrink's office, whatever, they're like, if you ever need anything, reach out. I reached out, nobody was there.
But
And that's
they're
the-
paid to do it, and
know,
I
and
mean
that's
that
the
as
bad
a
part.
friend, right? And that's the thing. Professionals are professionals, and they have a whole host of clients that they have to take care of. So they're going to say that, and they're going to say reach out, and then they're going to give you a phone number. Hey, call this number if you need
Yeah,
it.
call the crisis hotline. Mm.
Pretty much. And I get that's all they can do. And
you
if they
know-
can give you coping mechanisms when they do have the time to talk to you, that's great.
And you know
But
what the
further
worst
than
part
that-
is? Before New York State instituted what they call the PROS Act, there used to be mental health social clubs throughout New York State.
I think that'd be helpful.
And the PROS program eliminated them because if you don't have Medicaid or you don't have Medicare, you can't go to them for free. Well, I should say you're not paying for them, but your Medicaid and Medicare is.
Right.
And their sliding scales start high and make a tiny drop, not a big drop.
Right. Right. It's very hard to stay on top of your mental health. And I mean, I struggle daily with my own issues.
I just actually did a
We're seeing comments.
You
We
know,
will respond
I,
to everybody. We're not ignoring anybody.
I what was I gonna say? I can't remember what I was gonna say. Never mind.
That's fine.
But
So-
I will give you an idea of what Deadpool's layout is. He's got dog pool that comes out of a doghouse. He's got a zombie pool. He's got Lady Deadpool and a few other ones. He's got a merch thing, which is really nice. But as you know, the years have progressed, I've gotten away from doing zombie because of COVID.
I know. Well, COVID changed the landscape for everything. And I feel to a very large extent, nothing will ever be the same.
And then
Yeah,
now
before
we've
that.
got, excuse me.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I'm
we've
such
got the-
disappointing company.
No. Now we've got these giant cluster messes, everything going on with, oh, we got this problem, we got this problem, we got this problem.
There's a lot of problems in the world, and nobody's going to fix them all.
So your upcoming event is at Fatty's Bar?
Fatty Beer, Kenmore.
Well, Fatty Beer.
On February 13th. That's open to anybody. If anybody doesn't know about Fatty Beer and their locations, they have beer and wine and different other drinks, and you're welcome to bring in any food that you like from anywhere. They, at Kenmore, when we're there on Thursdays, we have Lloyd's taco truck that comes and sets up in the parking lot as well. They're not there the whole time that we're there, but they're there a good portion of it. Kenmore's a great location, easy parking, very nice Fatty
Peter
Beer
Reveal
location.
Cake.
I don't know.
Loretta Michaels. Peter Reveal Cake.
I don't know what that.
What?
Loretta, we didn't understand your message. And then 2 weeks after the Fatty Beer Kenmore, we're doing a Fatty Beer downtown, also on a Thursday. So after work, if you work downtown, stop out. Fatty Beer Buffalo is on Genesee Street, right at that triangle.
Yeah, that
there across
scary
from the Hyatt.
triangle.
Yeah. We will be there. I will be behind the bar for that one too, unless somebody else would like to take a turn. Not pointing any fingers.
No, I
just
don't.
saying.
I
if
can't.
somebody else would like to take-
bartend to save my butt. I don't remember recipes.
There's no recipes. Pour. Fatty Beer is wonderful because the only thing we have on tap is beer. I can do this.
But we've had a couple different shows. Deadpool. It's always 6 weeks.
They're talking about
Yeah, I know.
in Buffalo. It's
Like-
12 weeks of winter.
Yeah.
After
Deadpool has done a
Fine.
lot of different spaces. He does I know he sets up for Flower City Comic Con. He sets up at NoCoCon. He sets up
we'll be at Nickel City Con this year. We already have our table reserved.
We're
But of course, to go and geek out on the wrestling side, I will say that the Niagara Falls Con that he's running right now has a much better lineup than Nickel City
Yeah.
Con.
Have you
so
seen-
James, you better work on that because I'm expecting big things.
Did you see
Just
the price of their one 5 people only ticket
For the one in Buffalo or
Yeah.
the Niagara Falls?
for I think it's for the Niagara Falls one.
But you know who they have.
$4,799 for a ticket that just gives you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to be
$4,000.
with us. You're welcome to be with us.
Oh,
Matt, you're welcome to
he
be with
would
us.
love that.
You're welcome to be with us. We will have this year, we will have, in addition to the pillows and card magnets that we sell for the rescue, we will have some of our vintage items. We will also, depending on the guests, and this is what I did last year, depending on the guests, if we have items that match that, we will be bringing those. We'll also have magic cards for sale and trade, as well as some other stuff that we're working on right now.
I've been seeing a lot of
We will
ads.
have a lot of good magic cards. I'll tell you that.
Speaking of magic cards, a certain individual, we won't name any names, Deadpool, has a old sticker machine that he's got like 4,000 plus of his old baseball cards, magic cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, and he's got an awesome Black Lotus in there somewheres.
I don't play. I don't understand it. I know somebody here wants me to.
Let's just. Yeah, which is
I'm being
which
told that
is,
he's talking about a
which is
very
banned for any normal play.
Oh. We're being told. Hi, Angela.
Ange.
Yeah, they have unbanned some of the cards. So yes, if you're a Magic player or a, collector of Magic cards,
Plus, he's
come see me.
also plus he's also got a World of Warcraft card. I don't remember exactly what it is. I'll have to ask him again. But it's like you can put a flag on a person and own that person.
I don't know from that, but
I'm good.
I will say right now, it looks like, again, depending on the lineup for Nickel City Con, that I might be spending some time at my table.
You might be.
I might. I fully admit I appreciate everybody who comes and helps because I spend a lot of time not at my table. Just happens. I did. I did. Did you see it?
Yes, you showed it to me that one day.
I did. The last. It's on my leg. I wear dresses every day. It's not like I'm.
But there, what's really funny is we've done some cons together. Me and Deadpool have done some cons together, and the best part about it is that because I'm social / antisocial at times, he gives me a place to hide.
And that's what I will tell you. One of the people that comes with us, the thing that I love, I love many things about him, but one of the things I appreciate, I guess is the right word, is that he's there to sit at the table. He's not going to walk around. He's, again, social but antisocial at the same time. So I appreciate that, but I also know that somebody I trust is taking care of our spot.
And, it's like, you've seen my setup. I bring a printer, I bring whatever. Mm-hmm. But to toot my own horn a little bit on cameras, I did end up with that Nikon Coolpix P1000 with the 3000 millimeter zoom for less than what it was selling in the stores when it was brand new.
Good. We're watching the comments again.
Yeah.
So when we get
And
quiet, we're looking in on the comments. And if anybody, again, wants to call in, we have a half an hour left of the show.
Yeah.
Get
The
to our
numbers-
half an hour point.
The number's 716-400-0738. I know Deadpool won't be calling in because his dog's going to be
Barking in the background?
No, his
I run
dog's
dog
gonna
rescue.
his dog ain't gonna let him get off the couch once he sits down.
But yes, Deadpool, get in touch with me. I think that would be wonderful. So, and again, we are looking for anybody who just wants to be part of something that helps animals.
We've got, I don't know when they're gonna do it, but there's a really good college con that
UB this year?
No, not
Okay.
UBCon. It's Oh, Lily's looking for me.
Hopefully she'll be able to come with you everywhere soon.
Yeah. Well, she could if I put her vest on her.
Yeah. No, I know.
But we do what's called VillaCon down at Villa Maria College.
Villa Maria, yes.
It's a one-day convention.
Yeah.
But, just friend me on.
Yeah, You have my information. And if not, Mick will send it to you later so you can find me directly. It is my actual name. That is my Facebook. Yeah. I won't give out my full name, but everybody, well, it's already given out. But so, yeah, I have wanted to see about doing the Villa Maria Con before because I know that it's a very good con and we're always interested in reaching new audiences.
The thing is that the way they set it up, they put the vendors in two or three different locations. Because I know Deadpool every year sets up in the cafeteria. Mm-hmm. And Mark Miller runs around there and a few other people. But it's I
don't know. Fair is fair. You can come with me to Nickel City Con. I'll come with you to Villa Maria Con. How's that? Just putting it out there.
It's not like he's going to have a problem with that. He'll figure out something.
And that's the thing, and Mick can attest to this in the years that I know him. We take care of each other. One of the things that I say very often in rescue, I'm not here to make friends, but you make friends along the way. We're here to take care of the animals, and however we can do that, we also help each other, and we will always help each other when we can. So I do mean that offer seriously, Deadpool.
So here's the kicker. I told you about Steve's cards. Mm-hmm. I've got a Raquel Rodriguez autograph card from that, and I got a couple other ones. And the funny part is that when he was doing that section, it always is all great when you can. That's Ange.
And you are also welcome, please, to come down. I know you have a lot of knowledge of the antiques and vintage, and the store is not far from where you guys live. Not giving out information. I won't ever do that, private. But you guys are, welcome to come down, check out what we have. I know that I've seen some of the things that you have also been selling, so I think we can help each other out there as well. So there's plenty of space in the shop that we're building, and always welcome other people that have similar interests.
Give the address for the store.
So the
shop.
The new shop, it's called the Little Shop of Vintage, which is inside the Vegan Center. And don't worry, you do not have to be vegan to go. It is inside the Vegan Center at 60 Broad Street in Tonawanda. It's a huge facility that we have taken up one of their conference spaces for our shop. So we have some stuff in the front as well as an entire shop further in. So, and I will be there tomorrow. On and off, the shop itself is open from 11 to 3 every Saturday. Next Saturday, and I'm saying a lot, sorry, I've not done this in so long, I'm sorry. Next Saturday, we will be there as well. There's an event at the Vegan Center that we'll be at, and hopefully we'll have some puppies there. Saturday night, I'll be at an event. We might have some puppies there. And then Sunday, we'll be at Wurlitzer, next Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. There's an event at Wurlitzer, Teddy's event.
Oh, okay.
So excited about that. And then again, after that comes that Thursday at Fatty Beer.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, that Thursday at the other Fatty Beer. It's a lot.
They advertised something like medieval dinner at the Wurlitzer. 60 some odd bucks for it. And
I know, but I love Wurlitzer.
There's different meats, and then most of it's like root vegetables and stuff like that. The only reason I turned it down, honestly, is because everything they talked about was braised in wine or braised in some type of liquor, and I'm not a thing. And then I'm not a real big, root vegetable person.
I love, in general, I love Wurlitzer. Before it was the event space and the beautiful renovated space it was, we went there for dog training and dog play group. And then the other side, on the other side of where the brewery is right now, was a dog daycare. So my Pee-wee and my Riff went there. So I'm very emotionally connected to Wurlitzer. So any event I can do at Wurlitzer, I'd love to. There's a room on the second floor that is so neat and so preserved in time that I want to do an event, some kind of event there. But to be honest, planning my own events for the rescue even, it's at some point something has to give, and where the ideas are in my head and I know what I would love to do and I would love to make a wonderful event.
But see,
it's just too much.
There's something I've noticed about you, and it's not to be, mean or anything, but you like to plan and everything it out, and you have a hard time delegating it to other people to.
I have a hard time finding people that are willing to do it. I would be more than happy. Than happy. And we have a good core group of people that foster and help with events.
Somebody
and
who has a
events.
miniature horse as a emotional support animal.
So that everybody is aware, miniature horses are a legal emotional support animal. They are legal to have, and people don't realize that. I'm not saying bring a full-size
Yeah,
horse
but
anywhere in public.
You know what
but-
I'm saying? It was kind of funny because when she was posting about it, because I catch a little bit of Ginger's post here and there, and it was funny because she's like, I got my emotionals.
I don't know who that person is. So they're somebody that is on the feed and on the page, and I don't.
I don't know who that is either.
I don't
but
either.
I'd like to know who.
So I wouldn't
No, I
give
just
them
I
too
don't.
much time.
I
That's
don't
all.
pay attention to
Yeah.
half that stuff.
Right.
But like I said, the number is 716-400.
That's not Ohio. and we're not getting into all of
0738. We always have the nice fun. I've always had a blast, and whenever Skye says, "Hey, can you come out and shoot pictures?" I grab my camera and I'm gone.
that. And I appreciate that always. It's from the times that we've been out in Batavia to the times in Rochester to the times here in Buffalo. I haven't done anything in Canada because I don't typically go to Canada. Not anything against Canadians, nothing like that. But it gets very difficult for me to travel far or much with my full-time job, my life, and the rescue. So,
I'm actually gonna be in Toronto at the end of May.
yeah.
And they get to go to Anime North
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
and play in my job. Oh, I have a job there actually.
Okay.
I'm considered what they call a doormonger. So I get to tell people,
Okay, like where?
you can't sit in the kid space. You can't, if you're
Yeah.
over a certain age, you can't come in. And I don't, and people don't argue with me. I don't know why.
They know better. They're not going to win.
It's
So-
snowing now here. Yes, I know.
It's snowing.
I looked
snowing
out the
here.
window when Kelly told me to be careful coming home because of snow, and it was snowing out.
Yeah. So I will tell you that a funny story that you'll appreciate. When I did the Comic-Con, not this last one here, the Nickel City Con in October, the one prior, I had a friend share my table, and he's a sports card, usually, show person. He does a lot of sports shows. He has a lot of sports memorabilia, and he has everything. Everything he had was autographed. It was amazing, his inventory. When we did this, he was a little unnerved. Is that the right word that I'm looking for? With the amount or the amazing level of cosplay that we have here in the Western New York area.
Oh my God! Yes, I know.
His mouth kept hitting the floor. He couldn't.
And you know what the
It was hilarious to me, who's used to this. This is my world. This is
But
okay.
here-
There's a
but-
furry over there. There's this over there. And there's Deadpool over there.
But here's
So-
the thing. The Nickel City Con has a specific superhero group that they use. They won't let any
I know.
other superheroes in. But we've got
You know them.
the level of cosplay that I've seen, and
It's
speaking
impressive.
of cosplay, Western New York superheroes and cosplayers, our president and vice president, have been working with the Fantastic Friends. I think it's the Fantastic Friends foundation or community or whatever. And they're right now they're in their well, not right now, but they're teaching the clients how to make cosplay
Yes,
uniforms.
yes.
And from what I was told,
I just saw something that he did the other day, just earlier today on Facebook, and I thought, boy, we really needed to get somebody we know into that. 'Cause I think he was at a school or something. I don't know where he does that, but I'd like some
but
more
it showed like Tony doing different things. That was
Yeah,
at Fantastic Friends.
Oh, okay. At their location?
Yeah, they have a
Oh, I
location in Chita, Vegas.
Anthony, I need some information on that. Thank you. Please and thank you. You
they're-
know how to get a hold of me.
They're tight knit.
Well, I
Well,
mean, we know them.
the way that started out is because they had us do a selling raffle tickets for them at the Bill Stadium for
Okay.
an event. And then Mark made contact with the coordinator for that program, and it's been stepped up.
Yeah.
We've had a couple. Sure, go ahead and tell her.
You know, you can call in, and it's a lot easier to do it that way. Now we're waiting. Now we have dead air because you said. But you can.
But actually, Deadpool's got a really good program in mind that we use at conventions. It's called Angel Wings.
Okay.
If somebody who, like, say a congoer feels creeped out by another congoer, they can come to his table and other tables.
Always. We should always be a safe place for one another, especially in that realm. I will tell you that I volunteer at a alternative event once a month, and I tell the people there, one of the things that I do is help seat everybody, and I do tell them that things can get very out of hand, but if anybody crosses a line or they do not feel comfortable, to just raise their hand and make eye contact with me, and I will know. You know, just come to me, tell me. We need to be a safe space for one another.
Did you see his comment?
Yes, I'm ignoring his comment at the moment. Thank you. So,
I can't even tell you because we do like he'll do Santa Pool, and
Yeah.
we set and
I mean, I would love to do things like that for, you know, with the puppies and all of that. And I'm not ignoring you in a bad way, and you'll understand that when you get to know.
there's a few like we work with another group too. We work with a group called Snuggled in Love.
Okay.
They are a group that works with
Thank you, Angela.
they're a group that works with special needs kids.
Mm-hmm.
And he does Santa Claus for them, and then we make appearances at their show, a lot of their shows. Or not shows, but events.
Events, yeah.
And honestly, I'm gonna be honest that a lot of the Snuggled in Love events can become very interesting and very fun. Oh, okay. What was I saying? Some of their events can become fun and very interesting. They do every year they do a picnic / basket raffle, and school supply giveaway.
Yeah, that's always
And
so important.
Joya, who runs it, they just got a shed
Oh,
up
good.
on
so
her
they can-
property.
Yeah. So important.
that
to
they're
have
doing
space and
they're doing
ability to have storage.
they're doing the Snuggled in Love shed where like
I think I knew about that.
that parents can go to, like the parents or the kids can go there and pick out clothes. But a lot of
My
their
other half is sitting over there, just so we're all aware.
but
of
the other part about it is that she does a lot of really strong, hard work for things. Her sons are special needs, and you'll see a lot of different things going on. We get like different events, and I set up, like, I'll set up my camera and she has a backdrop. I'll set up the stand, my camera, and a printer, and I'll print pictures out for the people,
right.
just to give them their so they have something to remember
Yes,
from, like, a
Angela.
Christmas event, an Easter event, and other things. But we talked about your events that are coming up.
There's a lot. Follow our Facebook page. We are the Silver Lining Rescue. It's facebook.com/Silver Lining Rescue. Our Instagram name is the same. Not on any other social media yet because I'm just not good at keeping up with too many, to be honest. So again, need help in that aspect. But yeah, we have a lot going on. We try to be somewhere almost every weekend just to be out in the community, out doing events and trying to raise funds, because without that, we can't save more lives.
There was a, you know, it's like I've been watching a lot of different things going on in the world on Facebook, and it's just getting. Ange will send me every day, a couple of times a day. She'll send me different like dogs that are at Buddy's Rescue or whatever. Oh, that's cute.
Is that the boy? They're showing pictures of my boy, my Rob Roy.
But
My
there's
failed foster somehow. Your failed foster, not mine.
failed foster.
He is. And I will tell you that when this little boy came into our care 2.5 years ago, I had 2 dogs that are happy being dogs, but not part of any family or any. They're in my home, and they'll be in my home for the rest of their lives. But they prefer it that way. And I'm ignoring comments again.
No, he's responding to that.
Yes,
Loretta.
no, I understand he is, yes.
But there's
And yes, Angela, a lot of fosters do fail. We prefer that they don't, because there's always a need. If one gets a home, it means another can be saved and come into your home if you're already an existing foster. So as much as we love when fosters fail, there's pros and cons of that.
I would say I'm gonna be blunt and honest, because the dog Lily was given to me.
Yes,
but
I remember when you got Lily.
I look at Lily as a rescue from a situation where it was good for her, but it wasn't good for her because
yes, I
the
know where
landlord
she
was
came
being
from.
a dink.
Yes, I remember where she came from.
But the funny part is that I took her to CGC, Canine Good Citizenship, for the first one. And then when I took her to advanced, the guy who does does the training said that I must have worked with her a lot, because she's a lot more calm, a lot more.
She's bonding to you. You've had her for a number of years now.
And
that comes with it. It comes with the bond that you create with the dog that's going to be your service dog.
It's
so that's
like
amazing.
bonding. A German Shepherd who thinks it's a lap dog.
No, that's what makes her the right service dog for you. She will know you better than anything.
And I'll admit it. When I have a bad day, like I'm having a bad day emotionally, or I'm up in my room and I'm having a bad day, all of a sudden, because she sleeps on my floor in my bedroom, all of a sudden I hear, I feel this presence come up in my bed, and
They know.
I make a joke about it, that I always get the ass end of the deal.
Well, because you probably physically do.
Yeah, she'll climb up in the bed, she'll look at me for a little bit, and then she'll lay on my bed so her butt's facing me. And then I just realized recently, because I have been spending some time soaking in the tub during the day, I come out of the bathroom and she's laying in the hallway. And then I saw a thing on Facebook recently. I want to call it an article, but it was a video that talks about the different positions that dogs take.
And what they mean and stuff, yeah.
And
She's your protector. And yes, Angela, you've had a lot to do with that as well, because you are home with her as well. So she's really both of you.
Here's a story. One of my veteran friends had to go to Texas for some help. Let's just leave it at that. And they had a service dog program down there. They told him that if he could come up with $5,000, they would supply him with a fully trained service dog.
I just
and
don't think that
everything
that's
else.
the way, for me personally, and I know that there's a lot of places that do that. I feel you need to have the connection.
Well, he got
before.
the time to work with her.
Right.
With the dog
during the process,
during
yeah.
the time he was down there. And then here's the funny part. They were having a hard time raising the money. His wife made contact with a few people, and Mr. Salvatore and somebody else decided that their checkbook needed to be lightened a little bit, and they just wrote it out. And I'm like, I love it.
I know that we have some local programs, several of them, and I don't name names not in a bad way, but if I'm not affiliated with somebody, it's not my place to say what they do or don't do. So I do know that we have a lot of very wonderful programs that provide the service for free, that work with finding and placing and pairing dogs with veterans for what they need.
Have you spoke with the Mercy Flight pilot?
Yeah, we're very close with it. Well, one of the pilots actually has. Well, one of the pilots, and again,
Is a trainer.
yes,
Because I was going to
yes.
work with them.
yes, but one of our dogs that we gave to him to train for a veteran is now with a veteran of another Mercy Flight pilot. Damn. So.
You know, I didn't know that he was a Mercy Flight pilot until he told me.
Yes.
And I'm like,
and again, it's not our place to share what people do.
But no, I was talking with him, and I'm like,
he's wonderful.
But
So grateful to know him.
I've actually seen him at the VA hospital a couple times coming out. But I just don't like to disturb other veterans.
Absolutely. And
because they're
there for their own.
you know, they got their flow. But I talked with them and I asked them for a little bit of advice because I was having some issues with
always going to be there.
things. And he's like, yeah, I can help you out. I'll
Always
give you
gonna be there.
information.
We've placed several dogs through him that have gone on to be service dogs and support animals, which some people simply need that. And I think that's important. So we work closely with him as well as some other local programs.
Honestly, in my opinion, your dog or your cat that's at your house, I look at it as they are your support animal. Then I also make the joke that who's the actual in control of that leash?
Well, it's always them. It is always them. And we should be us. We should be the ones, but none of us. I'm the worst trainer that there is. I may run a rescue and I know what you're supposed to do, but
you know what I'm saying? It's like the dogs and the cats are like, I'm the master, you're the pet. And it's
it's especially with cats, because cats do what they want to do. More so than dogs.
So we're down to like the last
Yes, we are
5
down to the
minutes.
last few minutes of the show tonight. Again, I will join you guys on a future show, both here as well as we'll do a Zoom to kind of show off our new digs as well as some of the puppies, because we can do that easily in the other space. So.
But I'm going to wrap it up for the night because I want to get home without dying.
Yes, we are going to call it early tonight because we both have long drives ahead of us. We are in probably 20, 30 minutes from our house in good weather right now.
Technically, I'm going to put it this way. Be safe, be strong. See ya.